Hello, welcome to Hustle Chats and Team Studios. Please subscribe our channel and please like our videos.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy Lesh. Welcome to Hustle Chat, the first interview show from Mokopani, helping our hustlers boost their hustles. Today, Rutsuri, auto trader, forex. This guy is a musician and above all a man of God. His name is Uzziah. Uzziah, welcome to Hustle Chat.
Hey, my man.
It's
Derek.
Sure.
I see.
Okay, Uzziah, we're not going to talk about the introducer.
Okay, I'm Uzziah FX from Mokopane, a place called Excision 17, around Maholering, who had interest in trading forex, a very humbled man, according to my thousand mind do. And then I'm an open guy who's open-minded for anything. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Uzziah, what's your hustle?
Okay, basically I'm involved in a couple of things, speaking of forex and other corporate world that we are involved in. I'm a musician also who's hoping to make it in the industry of music. Yeah, so basically I'm well focused on forex and a musician, I can say.
Okay, when did you start trading?
I started trading forex around 2015, 2016. I can't recall very well, but then I started back in the days.
Okay, start back in the days. What do you like the most about your work?
Yeah, the most important thing that I love about my work is that I work at my comfort. Imagine if I have to get earn some bucks, few bucks that people are working for the period of a year, 5 years and all that, and then you can make it in your comfort zone. Like maybe you're sleeping at home, getting that such amount of money. It's a dream unto many. It's a dream unto many.
Yeah. Okay, out of all these things, why did you choose forex? What do you like about it?
Why did I choose forex? I've got a cousin or a twin brother of mine who was in forex, who was trading, and then there was a good times when he's basically staying in Cuba, where he came home one of the good days, and then he transferred in my account plus minus 200 to 400,000 rand in my account, and now I was interested in how did you make that kind of money, because according to my knowledge you were supposed to be at school and then you cannot get such an amount of money, and then now I was interested in, you know what, teach me what you do, and then he introduced the forex industry to me, and yeah, that's where I got involved in. What I love about it it's yeah, imagine living your own life without sweating. It's something else.
Oh, so you have a twin brother?
Yeah, I have a twin brother.
Do you mind telling us his name?
Okay, he is Letabo Peter Mukoma. That's my twin brother. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what's your favorite part of your job? What's the favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job is, living a life of motivation. You know, one of the good days when I was still sleeping, as you said, that I'm a man of God. After all, I was praying and the Lord said, Uzziah, reach a city, touch a nation and change the world. You know, you live a life of inspiration, inspiring others that, you know what, black child, there's a system that was introduced unto us that there's a life of slavery that we need to live. You understand? And then now, the interesting part is now, we are the ones that we have to introduce a good life, that, you know what, you can still be a youngest person who is financially free. Imagine if you can afford at your early age. It's something else.
Yeah. A financial freedom.
Yeah.
It's one of the most important things in life.
Yeah, like, okay, let's be honest. One of the reasons why we have crime, why we have prostitutions and all that, it's poverty. There are times where you cannot stand poverty at all. You understand? So now imagine if you are financially free. We were speaking about we're killing the vibe of heaven bless us and all the benten and all that, because now we have what we want. We have that thing. Now we won't have sugar mamas and sugar daddies and all that, because these people, they have what they want, and which is financial freedom. We won't have prostitute because these people already have money. They don't have any reason to go and what and do all manner of these things.
All this kind of prostitutions. Yeah. Okay, so Uzziah, what inspires you?
What inspires me is when we see the world changing. You know, I've been in touch with a couple of successful people such as Dilexia, DJs Boo and others. And then, you know, I was zealous how they live this life. Imagine a young man who's under 25 driving a Lamborghini. Was speaking of Ref Wayne, DJ Coach and others, you understand? That DJ Coach, I think, is around about 23 or 24 years old, who owns plus minus 23, if not 24 cars, luxury cars, likes of G-Wagons, G63, S7 and all manner of cars at the early age. You understand that this is a dream, and that's what inspires me, that now our generation is a generation of wealth. It's a generation that carries more power. It's a generation that will change. You know, one of the most important things that I've learned is that, you know, finding a job or getting a job is no legacy. Because once you die, there are qualifications that you're going to leave, and then your children will never inherit anything out of them. But imagine if you are to create a legacy, a financial freedom. It's a generational thing. Imagine having a net worth of plus minus 16 million. That's a dream to die for.
Yeah.
It's a generational thing. So I'm inspired. You know what? I want to live that life where my children will never suffer. I want to live that kind of life.
Sure. Okay, yeah, I am breaking now. Zaire to know what journal so don't go anywhere.
Niggas in suit and ties, they all got a money and evil smile. That's ending conversations with her. I let my people call your people lying. I rap for the ones still in high school, probably my age, and they think I'm cool. For the little ones calling me uncle. Shit, you know I do it for the dimes too. I'm trying to find out where my mind.
Welcome back to Hustle Chat. Usasuru Uzaya, Usala Fresh, not to be check. I was there then game on a Forex Kibi.
Forex Kibi. Okay. Forex to me is not only just merek or just a merek or you have to do it. It's not just something that I do it for entertainment, but then it's so no, it's close to my heart. So in a way, once you are a forex trader, or you don't have that enough time to whatever as in making friendship or relationship or jola and all that, because it's a 24 hours thing. You get my point. So if you committed to move, you're not 24 hours. Imagine 24/7 error. I might as well make it my GA. What?
So, what kind of problems do you deal with?
Yeah, the kind of problems we deal with, having people who doesn't know what they are doing, you understand, or those who doesn't know what they want in life, you understand. It's like in kara match, what else you don't know what to do, you don't know which ball to chase, even though there's one ball, but just because you don't know you have to chase that ball, you end up chasing people, you end up kicking people to mock up and all, because you don't understand what you do. So people, they do come in this industry without first knowing, and hence this is what we advise people, that never invest in what you don't understand or what you don't know. So at the end, maybe you try to help people to rise in life, and then whenever they see you as an enemy. Why? Because they don't understand what they are doing. You understand? So at the end, others, they will call you scammer and all manner of things, because they came with the mentality of overnight rich, and there's no such a thing. Imagine if I had to start from 2015 or 2016, right? And then I will tell you, today's 2020, and I will tell you that ever since 2015, 2016, 2017, I've been blowing accounts like nobody's business. I've been losing like nobody's business. You will tell that this was a journey, not an overnight thing. And people, they come with a mentality of, okay, today I'm joining Forex, tomorrow I'll be a millionaire. Today I'm joining Forex, tomorrow I'll be financial. No, this is a journey. Same applies to Obereka. And then you get my point. So and then you wait for the 31st to get paid. This is another industry. The only difference is what? Working at your comfort zone, comfort spot. That's it.
Yeah. Also, it's a 24 hours job, but it's different because you work from the comfort of your home. Yeah,
you work from the comfort of your. It's a 24 hours thing. Right, mind you, I get when you're working in the mines, or Sanjo better bake or better hamula, such things, you understand? But then imagine on this one, the difference is you have to just hold your cell phone, Wi-Fi, internet, you get it, praise and order, and then you just watch it. Imagine if you have to do some certain things, you're gonna do them while watching your chat. So if there's a weight you have to carry, it's your phone or laptop. If when or draw or from imagine, do you know what majority of what's raw? When I was school over Shumi, they are wake up in the morning because they want something, and which is money. And then if you have the access to make money, you don't have to wake up in the morning. It means you're gonna eat yam and tapama, and then you're gonna wake up around what? Around 12, around 1. And then it's no longer an obligation to go out. There are days I spend weeks without going out in the house. I'm no longer obligated to go out. That's it. So it's a financial freedom without sweating for it. Imagine getting, let me say, 1,000 rand a day without even a sweat. So I'll tell you I'm indoor.
Yeah. Okay, so Uzziah, what are your future plans in this field?
My future plans is to raise a generation of wealth. This is next to my heart. I want to raise a generation of wealth. Let this young generation that are coming see the importance of being independent, right? You know, I normally tell people everywhere that I go that, you know, if there's one thing that we need to teach this generation, it's a responsibility. You know, if we can teach this generation responsibility, we will have we will no longer have the fatherless children. Imagine maintenance. You understand? Some of us we suffered because we never had the chance to know our fathers, right? I'm not saying I don't know my father, but I'm just giving an example. Many are suffering because of these things. Now we are irresponsible towards our responsibility. Now I want to change. This is my plans. If God will grant me that grace to change this generation, let us raise a generation of wealth who will be independent. I suffered, and then normally when I tell people that I suffered, they don't believe it. I know the pain of sleeping with hunger. Let me share my story with just a few minutes now of where I'm coming from, right? You know, I was in my high school time, right? I will go to school during that high school time, and then I won't stay around 2 o'clock. No, I have to and collect the cheap kadisha. Why? Because I needed to survive at some point. I will buy a bread, the 700 bread for Umo, the 700 bread, right? I'll buy sausage. Right, and then what will happen is that bread has to last me for a week. So before eating that bread, I will make sure that I drink enough water, so that when I eat that bread, I won't eat much. You get it? So that's the wound and scars we have. You understand? So now with that pain that I know that there are people that are suffering, I know the pain. Sometimes we don't give out to the community because we have much. But I know how to spend a black Christmas without nothing, without nothing. I know how to wear like a hobo. And then now sharing such a story with people, they think maybe you're just creating stories like that. And my zeal is to make sure that I raise a generation of wealth, where young stars will rise with a financial freedom to see that, you know what, this life is so super. Some of the reasons why we have so many people that are committing suicide is because now the problems they face at home, the affordability, they cannot afford some certain things. You know, I was in a state where because now I was poor, not broke, I was poor. Maybe the others were the khadika because you cannot even afford a cabbage. Imagine cabbage is 6 rand and you cannot afford it. So we need to raise a generation of wealth, a generation that will afford. You know, our parents suffered, they dropped out of school, they never had like a good job and all that, a financial freedom because of us. Imagine, at the early age, as like a high school, and then now it's your time to change her life. Can I go make a double story house? Can I go at the age of 55 years, I really age you are born. At the age of 55 years, I really posh. Because now, as the new generation, we are rising with the financial freedom. So my aim is to raise a generation of wealth, a generation that will afford, a generation that will be independent, a generation that will change lives, a generation that will be responsible enough for their deeds. Now, if you are financial freedom, if you are financially free yourself, if you are imagine, even though you can mistakenly make a child, I'm not saying children are mistakes, but if by mistake you can make a child, you won't run because you can afford that child. So that's the wish, and that's in my heart, that let's raise a generation of wealth.
So I didn't breathe, don't go anywhere.
Shit, you know I do it for the dimes too. I'm trying to find out where my mind is. I don't think I'm crazy, I'm beyond it. Every girl I'm with is either blessed or obsessed or dressing and looking like Beyonce. And I'm the jiggy jigger, yeah, I'm on it. There's not a thing I hate more than a contract. I've been killing niggas since I was the kid that rushes home just to play Mortal Kombat. I'm too wavy like the foreman. I could really bring it to your door, man. I don't think.
Welcome back, personal Uzziah. Yeah, so Uzziah.
Yes.
If you were to seek any help, what kind of help would it be?
The kind of help that I will require from people, you know, at some stand, I cannot change this world alone. You know, the only help that I require is that may we all carry the burden of changing lives. May we all carry the burden of responsibility. You know, say, your neighbor is your responsibility. Your brother is your responsibility. Everything that happens on a street line, it's your responsibility. So if we are to take responsibility as a nation, you understand? Like, I find it so wrong and so I don't know, so satanism that you have food at your place and then your neighbor have nothing. I find it so wicked that you have nice clothes and expensive. You know, check how this youth is breaking. You know, you find someone wearing just shoes that worth plus minus 35,000 rand, a jean that worth 40-something thousand rand, a t-shirt that worth 8,000 rand. But let's check, has your neighbor eaten? Has your neighbor, in which state are they in? Your community, what's needed in your community? So my help is that people, let us join hands together in the whole world. Let us join hands together and make sure that we turn this world. Let's change South Africa to a better place. Let's change this Mokopane as a better place. In a way of, let's, you know, the problem is we are self-centered. You understand? As long as I'm fine, then I don't care what's happening. As long as I'm financially free, I don't care what's happening. As long as my business are doing well, I don't care what's happening. No. Let's join hands together. This is the help that I require. That people, let's join hands together and make sure that we turn this world into a better place. Imagine if this world has to be like Canaan, has to be like heaven, where I have to walk free on the street. Around 11 o'clock, I have to walk free because I know that I'm safe. My brothers around the world loves me. My neighbor loves me. Imagine if I know for sure that, you know what, I'm broke and poor, but my neighbor, I know that he's going to buy bread for me. Heaven on earth.
So, let's say you move for Garajang of Vasavanya Botan and Navanya Congo trader forex, like Ogaba.
Okay, Black Child, you are on your own. This is my slogan actually. I'm supposed to write it. Camera this shit. Black Child, you are on your own. Right? So, in a way, when I say Black Child, you are on your own, like, I mean, stop being independent to people. Stop being independent to your parents. Stop being independent. It's time to rise. Black Child is possible. It's way too possible. I've seen it with my eyes. It's possible. It's possible. So in a way, like, I find it very difficult to understand somebody who will just wake up in the morning and do nothing. In so many things that you can do. You know, there are so many opportunities that one can pick up from and eat and harvest from it. You understand? So may every individual and every youth out there rise to be at a better place and hustle. Hustle, chat. Let us go out and hustle. Forex industry is also open. You can still get yourself there and then try something out. Be independent.
Yeah. So, how can people get in contact with you? Something like the signals, because Forex, it has something to do with signals and all those things.
Okay, they can contact our team of aspects. I so believe they will be gracious and grateful to help them. Our WhatsApp number is 0793618916. 0793618916. You know, our Facebook page is there, Mokoma Trading Institution. My personal Facebook account is Uzaya FX, and also I just want to pass this short message that, you know what, be careful of scammers. There are many Facebook accounts that were created in my name that I'm not even aware of, and then I'm not part of them. So please guys, let's just focus on WhatsApp 0793618916 so that we may avoid scams out there. Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, episode next week.
You know you right, my nigga. Ever gonna quit? Hell nah. Hell nah.